What's your cheat meal?
Have you ever wondered how a college dropout from Missouri became one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood? The journey of William Bradley Pitt, known to millions as Brad Pitt, has continually redefined success in the entertainment industry. Let's uncover how. From humble beginnings to a powerhouse career, the journey of William Bradley Pitt is filled with fascinating twists and turns that make his story one for the ages. William Bradley Pitt, popularly known as Brad Pitt, was born on the 18th of December, 1963 in Shawnee, Oklahoma. However, grew up in Springfield, Missouri. His parents, William Alvin Pitt, who was an owner of a trucking company, and his mother, Jane Etta, who was a school counselor. Pitt was the firstborn in a family of 4 children, although 2 of them have died, a brother Doug and a sister Julie. He has had what might be referred to as a stereotypical American boy's upbringing from the Midwestern states with a background in sports and the arts. But it was not the acting that made him interested in her at first. Pitt completed his education at Kickapoo High School, where he engaged in sports, debating, student government, and musicals. Later, he majored in journalism with special reference to the advertising course at the University of Missouri. However, only a few weeks before collecting his degree, Pitt chose to drop out of college and become an actor in Hollywood, Los Angeles. What was the reason for such a drastic change? Maybe it was that glamorous idea of going into the wilderness and seeking something great, or that prerequisite emotion called passion. Pitt lived in LA while struggling to get by and pursuing acting classes to get his big break into the acting career. Eventually, he got small parts in TV series that include Dallas and Traz 21 Jump Street, and came to fame with the 1991 movie Thelma and Louise. Although best known for portraying the charming drifter J.D., Pitt did not leave the audience indifferent with his rather spectacular appearance combined with genuine charm. This position can be regarded as the start of Hollywood career advancement. If there is any movie that is credited for turning Brad Pitt into the superstar that he became, it has to be Thelma and Louise. Within a short space of time, he was cast as a leading male in a series of great movies from the early to the mid-1990s. Some movies that earlier established him as a talented actor include A River Runs Through It, 1992, Legends of the Fall, 1994, and Se7en, 1995. Every role piled one new layer onto another as his persona, but it was his work in the 12 Monkeys, 1995, that got him his first Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. What motivates an actor to go that extra mile in his or her acting? It appears that for Brad Pitt, it is a perfect mix of curiosity about the world and the strong desire for truthfulness. The love he has for his jobs is well illustrated by the effort he tends to put in when trying to understand the character he is portraying. For instance, Pitt went under heavy training to play Tyler Durden in Fight Club, a movie that is widely recognized today, though it was shot in 1999. It was only during the 1990s that Brad Pitt came into his own as a Hollywood star. At the beginning of the decade, he appeared in minor characters, but after this, he climbed his way to leading characters. In the film on the same title, A River Runs Through It, directed by Robert Redford, Pitt portrayed the character of fly fishing brother Paul McLean, which gave him the prowess of handling challenging roles. The film was indeed critically acclaimed and paved the way for the actor Brad Pitt, who successfully transformed from a model to a dramatic actor. In Legends of the Fall, Pitt portrayed Tristan Ludlow, the role that established him more as an actor with macho appeal, fitting him for a leading man part. While the movie looks epic in terms of the scope of the story and action portrayed, there's plenty of depth of character and age progression that help to show even more of Pitt's golden boy image. This film, The Lost World Jurassic Park, together with Interview with the Vampire, 1994, the film where he was sharing screen space with Tom Cruise, truly helped him become a star. The psychological thriller film Se7en, directed by David Fincher, cast Pitt alongside Morgan Freeman as detectives on the trail of a serial killer. The film's theme of darkness prevailed in plot and images, as well as the unexpected and gruesome finale made an impress on the spectators and movie critics. Pitt also did a great job in depicting the character of Detective David Mills, and the role only helped in earmarking him as a versatile actor on the rise. Another movie that deserves mention is Fight Club, directed by David Fincher and Brad Pitt, can by all means be considered as portraying one of his most memorable roles. Filming the anarchistic Tyler Durden, Pitt was charming and at the same time unsettling. At first, the movie based on Chuck Palahniuk's book was generally well received, however, now is considered as cult movie. Many critics did not like the cast, and it was considered as a deviation from typecasting. It was provocative and unconventional, which later transformed him into a movie icon and showed Pitt future potential of acting in all genres of upcoming movies. In Terry Gilliam's 12 Monkeys, Pitt starred as Jeffrey Goins, a mentally ill man with a split personality. This part helped him to get the Golden Globe Award for the Best Supporting Actor and receive the first Oscar nomination. This proved that he was able to adapt himself from the previous roles he had done and was able to transform himself. At the start of the third millennium, Brad Pitt can be considered as one of the Hollywood big stars. Some of his movies include Ocean's 11 of 2001, and which follow-ups are Ocean's 12 of 2004 and Ocean's 13 of 2007. Such movies were appreciated by the audience and allowed Pitt to reveal his wit and humor. Pitt's work during the period of the 2000s and 2010 was defined by versatility and a high level of acting challenge. Babel, 2006. With the direction of Alejandro González Iñárritu, Pitt portrayed an anxious husband, a father, whose life was kicked up in an unfortunate string of disastrous events around the world. The film was critically acclaimed and got several nominations for Oscars. Pitt stayed active in demanding performances in movies like *InglouriousBasterds*, 2009, by Quentin Tarantino, in which he portrayed the role of Lieutenant Aldo Raine, a southern, extremely intense Nazi hunter. The film was received well by the critics and audience and helped confirm Pitt's genre-defying ability to play in drama and black comedy. It should be noted that Brad Pitt can think not only within an actor's framework. He has also scored great success as a producer all through his company, Plan B Entertainment. Plan B was established in 2001 and has since been involved in the making of several successful movies, such as The Departed, which was released in 2006, 12 Years a Slave in 2013, and Moonlight in 2016. Such films received highly positive reviews from the critics, and many of them were awarded such significant awards as the Oscar Award for Best Picture. Over the years, however, Pitt has remained very active and has featured in movies such as Ad Astra in 2019. These qualities make his projects more exciting for the audience and critics, waiting for the next candle to be lit by the actor. As we look back at Brad Pitt's incredible journey, one can't help but wonder, what obstacles lie ahead for this Hollywood legend? Will he direct other movies in the future, remain as a producer of award-winning films, or will he perform as Muvafak again? Brad Pitt is a good example to prove this because he has struggled to get to this point, but his talent kept him going. Pitt came from a small town in Missouri, USA, to one of the most popular actors of today's generation and is an example of the determination and charisma of the modern man. So, which is your favorite Brad Pitt experience? Well, where do you reckon his career will be heading to next?